the Fox 29 studios, this is Good Day Philadelphia.
A Doylestown man paralyzed from the chest down is sharing his story in this great children's book, We Can Go Anywhere. And I'll tell you where he is right now.
Here?
Live in our studios here at Good Day Philadelphia. And his daughter's with him. Hey, welcome back, everybody.
Well, when a Doylestown man became paralyzed at the age of 25, he thought he would never have the family he dreamed of.
He was wrong.
Spinal cord injury. I was pulled off a dock about 20 years ago down shore.
Dock or something?
Yeah, in the bay.
We met 47-year-old Glenn Dick during our remote show in Doylestown. That was back in May. What we did not know was that he was working on a book about being a quadriplegic father called We Can Go Anywhere. He met his wife, Monica, 10 years after his accident. They got married and hoped for a family. And with the help of fertility specialists, their wish came true. Elena was born 6 years ago. Unable to move from the chest down, his wife strapped a baby carrier to him so that he could hold her on his own. When it was time to walk, she learned by holding on to his wheelchair. They came to see his wheelchair as the gateway to great adventure. Sometimes they pretend it's a carriage. Other times she holds tight to her father for their own kind of dancing.
This is fantastic. Hey, Glenn, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
And now
Hi,
you brought the family. Hi.
Hi, Alex.
And there she is, Elena.
How are you, Elena?
Good.
Yeah? So cute.
And she got both your eyes. I mean, all four of your eyes. Those beautiful blue eyes. And Linda, thank you for being the illustrator.
Yes.
And you all knew each other ahead of time?
Yes, we did. For about 10 years. Yeah. And it was a great combination.
It certainly seems like it. And Glenn, when we were looking through seeing this, the fun that you guys have, what made you decide to put this in a book?
Well, I guess, you know, I had all kinds of reservations when Monica told me she was pregnant. I wondered how I would interact with her, not being able to get on the floor and, you know, and play with her physically. But that's the great thing about kids is they have a pure heart when they come into this world and they don't see you with a disability. She just saw me as dad, and you know, it amazed me how she quickly adapted to my chair. It was just part of me.
Right.
So when she wanted to play, you know, I became her horse, or she would just make up games, you know, with me spinning around or what have you, or when Mom was taking a nap, I could teach her how to use spitballs, and we could go hunting in the living room.
So writing it, what did you learn that you didn't know?
Well, I guess when I finished the book, I wrote it for her, you know, just as a keepsake. And I guess what I learned when I finished was that maybe other people could benefit, because it took me back to, like you said, before all this happened. And I realized just how fortunate I was and how far I had come. And I thought, well, if, you know, anybody that's newly injured or has been in a wheelchair and has a disability and are facing fatherhood, you know, maybe this is something that could give them hope and realize that your heart and your mind can take you a lot further than your body ever could.
Inspirational.
Wow. And as you go through the books, I was looking at it. I mean, so they showed the different scenarios and different things you can imagine. And so, Elena, we were talking and we were going through, so it's something like, oh, I'm a princess in a carriage, or I'm a stroller. You know, sometimes you can be a stroller when she needs to go far. So it's just, you see all these adventures that you can go on. And which one was your favorite, Elena?
Spinning in the mall.
She likes going to the mall.
Wow.
Yeah, and now at 6 years old, Monica, she's already talking about going to the mall.
Yeah,
and you know, when she gets to be a teenager, oh, it's going to be something.
Those rides are a lot of money if you if she wants to go on every single one of them, and this is free. So steer her this way.
Take us back 7 years ago when you had to make the decision to have a child. Was that tough?
No.
No, we just must have a kid.
Yeah.
Well, the process was tough, but the decision wasn't. You know, I knew this is something that he has always wanted, and he had fear that he would never be able to be a father once he was injured. So we thought, we're going to make this happen, whatever it takes. And it took a while.
So where did you two meet?
Online, actually.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, he had a picture of himself just from here to here.
okay.
Which was very smart on his
How
part.
soon did he let you know that he was in a chair?
Pretty soon. I mean, we had, emailed back and forth a couple times, and then he mentioned it.
And did you have a trepidation or anything?
A little bit at first. I said, oh my goodness, I don't even know if I've ever had a conversation with somebody in a wheelchair, let alone dating them. But
Right.
just what he wrote on his profile was so inspirational to me that I felt like I want some of that. Like I want it to rub off on me because I was in a kind of a
You fell
stressful
in
place.
love with his heart.
I fell in love with his heart, and he's not bad to
Not
look
bad
at.
looking.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So now when you see them together, because you can tell that they have a special bond. I mean,
Oh,
look, they're
it's
even
amazing.
matching right here.
I know.
What do you see
amazing.
when you look at them in their relationship today?
I see the best father ever. I mean, he spends so much time with her, more than most fathers do, and he has taught her so much. It's different when you show a child how to do something versus talking them through doing it themselves. I mean, she knows how to do a lot of things because he talks her through it, and she's the hands and he's the the brain, and they make a great team.
Wow.
It really is.
Okay,
amazing.
Linda, over to you. Man, if somebody came to me and said, could you illustrate this very special book?
Very special.
That's some pressure.
Yeah. So Glenn sent it to me and I read it, and of course I was like,
Crying.
yes, crying, totally. And then I called him and I said, this is beyond special, and I would be more than honored. So I got to work, and the first page I did was her, and then
Let's see.
the curly
Let's do
hair.
side by side.
So the pink boots, I actually photographed Elena. We did family portraits a while back, and she was wearing pink cowboy boots and a dress similar to that. So that's sort of what started it. And then it went from there.
I see it, though.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good match.
How cool is this, Elena?
It's really cool.
How many times have you read this book?
Close to 1,000.
I love it. Well, if you would like to read this book, it's available on Amazon and at the Doylestown Bookshop, and also Book Tender's Secret Garden Children's Bookstore, which is also in Doylestown. It came out just last week, and it sells for $13.95.
Congratulations.
Thank you
This is
very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for sharing your story, too.
Oh, you're welcome.
It
Great
is.
story.
It is, and it's a great book. Nice to meet you, Elena.
Elena, we're going to camp now. It's called Camp Kelly. Would you like to see it? Just say yes.
Yes.